Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just went to sleep instead. How'd it go?
It was pretty good, man. It was good. The feature was funny.
Who's the feature?
Her name is Steph Clark. She was good.
Yeah. She related to Steph Curry?
I don't think so.
So, hey, Waldeck sent me some Oscar picks.
Word.
That's not really what I wanted to talk about, though. That much, though.
Uncut Gems hasn't gotten any nominations.
0.
That's
Oscar
crazy.
So Goy.
That's weird.
I'm gonna start a fucking Twitter campaign called Oscar So Goy.
Is that a mean term towards Jewish people or Italian people?
It means
or?
non-Jewish people.
Oh, it's not.
The Oscar So White.
Okay.
They did
Yeah,
a Twitter
no, I
campaign
got-
called
I
Oscar
got-
So White.
No, I got that part.
I'm saying they're anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
That's clearly not true.
Sandler is hella Jewish.
Yeah, so the Safdie brothers. The whole thing's about. There's a play. I
I'm
need
going
to
to see
figure
it
out.
on Wednesday.
You are going to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go watch that school play and go. What the fuck is that?
Okay.
It's like a children's. I don't want to ruin it for you, but anyways, yeah, they were comparing Uncut Gems to that book you're reading on Chapo.
Oh, word. To, fucking My Struggles.
Yeah, she was saying.
Mein Kampf.
There's like too many. It's like there's no. It's finally like there's stuff where people are making like character studies that aren't like we live in a society. Stuff. It's just. Anyways, did you see Chet fucking Hayes?
No,
On the red carpet?
that's a Jim Norton character, isn't it?
No.
No.
That's
Who am I
it's a
thinking
real
of?
person. But Bonfire talks about him. Opie and Anthony talked about him. Howard Stern talked about him.
Okay, so he has been on. Okay.
Yeah, but he hasn't been around in a while because he's Tom Hanks' son.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes.
Alright, and he got in trouble for dropping like N-bombs and songs and stuff, but he was on the red
He's
carpet.
a rapper.
You know what patois is?
No. What does that mean?
Okay, here's my impression of it's like Bob
I
Marley
know
speak.
what pate is.
It's like Bob Marley speak. You should Google it.
It sounds kind of like it's Gullah.
I was gonna send it to you, but
Have
I
you ever
figured
heard
you
of
could.
Geechee or Gullah?
You haven't heard this clip yet.
No.
Okay, what's Geechee?
It's like a accent, and that's like real thick in Charleston, and it's like it's considered its own dialect of English, and it's like a mixture of like Caribbean island and like Southern accent and shit. It's weird, but and it can be, especially for people who've never heard it, impossible to understand. But it's kind of similar to like Jamaican. They're hard to understand sometimes.
You laugh your ass off if you look this up on YouTube. You can get it. You go on YouTube. All you gotta do is put Chet Hayes patois. You just have to put Chet Hayes at this point. It just went viral. It's amazing.
Chet Hayes P.
Chet Hayes. Here's my impression of Chet Hayes ordering dinner with his parents, going out with his parents after the Golden Globes and ordering dinner. Booyakasha. Me have the salmon, man, with the hollandaise sauce on the side and the Cobb salad. With the blood clot, man. Why the no wine list, eh? This is fucking the funniest fucking shit.
Chuck Hanks Golden.
He's got to be
Golden
such
Globes.
a good. Yeah, he's got to be such. That's the perfect one because he does
This
it
one?
twice.
Okay.
Perfect father, man, for bringing for. I mean, they must have had this conversation like, you're ashamed of me, aren't you, Dad? No, son. I just think you should be a little more like Drake.
Go talk to 15-year-olds, dude. Be disinterested once they're 18. All right.
But he's like tries to do
Keep
like
the formula.
gangster rap
Well,
and
the real
shit, and
formula.
like
Hold
I
on.
went on an Instagram
Can't give
page.
any ad time to these people.
He's got a picture.
God,
He
again.
has a picture. He has a picture of him with guns on his Instagram page. Here it is. Pretty good speech.
A man is blessed when the family sitting down front like that.
Okay, so Tom Hanks may have won big at the Golden Globes on Sunday,
You're
taking
gonna
home
love
the
this.
Cecil B. DeMille Award, but it's his son Chet Hanks that has everyone losing their freaking minds and, frankly, a little confused.
His rap alias was Chet Hayes.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want to say? The father Tom Hanks presenting in a wide so forward come. Big up, tune in.
Yeah,
Big
that's
up.
Chet.
It's your boy Chetana.
The actor/musician posted the clip to his Instagram on Sunday, and yeah, Chet's speaking with a killer Caribbean accent from the Golden Globes red carpet.
Big up.
While some fans were left scratching their heads, his mom, Rita Wilson, hit up the comments calling it, quote, the best laugh of the night.
Yes, you're
CNN
laughing at your
named the
son.
video, quote, most bizarre moment of the 2020 Golden Globes, which got Chet back on Instagram, blessing us with this follow-up post.
Yo, big up the youth them way out of Kingston. You wake up this morning and you see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. The soon forward I got.
He's a Jamba Juice.
You guys.
Oh, I think it was
I
like
am
some sort
shook.
of wording along his collar. It looks like a puka
Chet
shell
also shared a
necklace, though.
screenshot of CNN's article,
Which
which
would be
included
amazing.
a headline reading, Tom
What's a
Hanks'
puka
son
shell?
Chet is filmed speaking patois at the Gold
I don't know what a puka shell necklace is.
No,
They're
I
those
didn't know
like
what patois was until.
okay, they're like
A
those
week
little those necklaces, and they're usually like pretty tied around, and it's just like the little white shells that
Mhm.
go all around. And sometimes it's like the full ones, and then sometimes it's like the little pieces
Yeah.
where it's like slices. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You find them at your everyday Hollister.
Okay.
The only thing that sucked about them, at least the ones with the little pieces, is that would pinch your skin. But necklaces make me really uncomfortable, so that didn't last long anyways. It was a birthday gift.
I've had
I
this
tried
necklace
it.
forever. I like it. It's
It's a
sleazy, but it's
chain,
not too
dude.
gaudy.
It's a chain.
Whatever.
It's a fucking necklace. That
It's
was
sleazy.
crazy, though.
That is crazy.
You know what's funny, though, is if Tom Hanks did that, but it was a role, everybody would freak the fuck out and be totally okay with it.
No, I think that would be considered like a kind of form of blackface. A little bit
Yeah,
these days, that's a
you're
little
right.
offensive. But here's the thing: I would think it would be crazier. It would be even more interesting if he just showed up and started doing an Australian accent.
It would be funny if
Yeah.
people got more offended about that.
People would be more confused
They would just be
because
like,
they already know what that's
he was
about.
talking like he said cunt 6 times.
He was giving a kangaroo beer.
If he was like, this is my impersonation of an Australian person's impersonation of Caribbean accent.
He pulled a knife. He pulled a knife on the chick from Entertainment Tonight.
Did he really?
No, he
Oh,
was just
okay.
like, that's not a knife. This is the knife.
Oh. God.
It started
What
shaving
a
with
fucking
it.
Crocodile Dundee reference. Jesus Christ.
That's literally was on TV the other
That's a
day.
deep one. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Just like, when was your mind thinking about Crocodile
watching this.
Dundee?
I watched Crocodile Dundee the other day.
The fact, like, I honestly was about 48% sure that it was my Crocodile Dundee. I was just blindly throwing
That's
up
one
a
of those-
3-pointer,
the
dude.
most famous lines in history. Next to "Life is like a box of shit."
I mean, it is probably one of the most, like, besides Crikey, like,
Crikey.
the most known.
Australian.
Yeah.
Another shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
But
Have you ever heard of Chris Lilly or seen any of his work?
no, who's that? Is that another?
He's an Australian guy.
Is he a rapper?
No, but
Like Chet Hayes?
But no, he's a actor, writer, director. And he's kind of like a white Australian Tyler Perry, in a way. Meaning that he'll play, like, there's other people, but he'll play, all of his shows are like documentary series style, and he just plays, one of them he plays an American rapper. That's a black dude. He says the N-word and everything.
Ah, really? So it's like
Yes, and
Ali G a little bit?
Yeah.
So he just plays
A lot like
characters?
that. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole storyline behind it. One of the ones made me cry, and it's usually just one season, but it's really funny, and like he punches the fuck down
Oh,
sometimes.
really?
There's one. It's like this Japanese lady. And it's just bad.
Oh, wait, he pretends to be a Japanese lady?
Yeah.
Oh, like
He does yellow
Quan
face
or whatever?
Yeah, and he does like black
Like, I'm on
face.
the airplane. Oh,
More or less.
I'm a Chinese lady on an airplane.
Well, like I said, she was Japanese, but
Okay.
it's a slightly more sophisticated accent.
I just really want to bring it back just for a second, just to say I think that Tom Hanks is everything that they say that he is, because he brought his ridiculous fucking son.
What do
To the
people
Golden
say
Globes.
Tom Hanks is? Do they think he's a monster?
No, I think he's the nicest person ever.
Oh, okay.
So like,
Yeah.
for you to bring your son to while you're being honored for a Lifetime Achievement Award. Of course, I think this ruins his chances for an Oscar. I think Brad Pitt's gonna beat him for Best Supporting Actor because he's gonna bring Chet Hayes on the red carpet, dropping street knowledge, and the fucking mainstream media is not ready for that.
Is the nomination that Tom Hanks has for Mr. Rogers?
Yeah,
Well, how is that a supporting role?
because it's a supporting role. It's not really about him. It's about the journalist who wrote about him
Oh, okay. See, I didn't
and
even
how
know that.
Mr. Rogers changed his life.
Oh, okay. See,
For the better.
I didn't know that.
And they became friends.
That's creepy.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. These things are arbitrary, man. Supporting actor and actor and all that shit are completely fucking.
Oh yeah,
arbitrary.
totally. But that's you know. There's the whole leading man.
There's people on that were on for 15 minutes and they get a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
It's
Sometimes.
all about hitting them with that monologue, bruh.
It's gonna be Brad Pitt. I was sure that it would be Jumanji, like All
The
the way.
remake with The Rock and Jack Black.
yeah. I just thought Jumanji was gonna fucking, but they got snubbed just like Uncut Gems.
That's because it had
And
a brown
J-Lo.
man in it.
They had Danny DeVito playing a black guy. Let's see. And who else did he pick? He picked Renee Zellweger as Judy Garland. He picked.
Is
Brad
this
Pitt.
Oscars?
These are Waldeck's picks. Waldeck,
Right.
Las Vegas comedy legend and Encyclopedia Brown of movies. Chris Waldeck.
Especially box office stats.
And
which is-
pornographic films,
I don't
starring
know, dude.
mostly men. He's an encyclopedia of male porn stars too. Renee Zellweger, it's Judy Garland.
Right.
I think that's a little too on the nose.
She won the Golden Globe.
I picked John Edwards as president. So
John
year
Edwards
Obama.
as president.
I picked John Edwards for president the year Obama got the
Oh,
office.
you're saying that's what you're saying.
Because
Okay.
you know.
I thought you were saying you were making Oscar picks. And I
Oh,
was
my
like,
my political picks and my Oscar picks are fucking horrible.
I thought you were gonna say usually the same. I mean, I had Arnold Schwarzenegger, horrible for both. Terrible actor. He couldn't even say the state.
I had Jumanji
California.
straight through. Jumanji is Best Picture, Jumanji Best Director, Jumanji Best Actor.
Jumanji.
Straight
best-
through. I thought it was
best-
going to be a clean sweep for Jumanji.
Jumanji, best cursed
Not
video
one
or
nominee.
board game.
Not one nomination.
What do you think is the most upsetting nom that you've seen?
They fucked Uncut Gems. The fucking anti-Semitic scumbags.
It's really-
Fucking,
It is kind of weird that because that's all people have been talking about it.
yeah, dude. I mean, he probably should. I don't, you know.
I'm going to the movie for
I don't know if he was better than Joaquin Phoenix, but that movie was better than Joker, for sure. Jesus Christ. That movie was so fucking good. But,
Are
yeah.
there titties?
That fucking chick, his girlfriend in that is fucking sexy. And she's not even dirt. She's a non-actor. She was just a local fucking chick. She was, like, I think, actually, like a hooker or some kind of dominatrix or sex work or something, and just a general hustler. She does, like, she has multiple, like, she's got her titties
Sells
in
her
all sorts of
panties
pots.
and shit like that.
No, but more than that. I can't remember what she does exactly, but she's a fucking hustler. And they just knew her just from, like, the club, like, just from clubbing. And they fucking hired her for this fucking movie, and she is so fucking hot. It's
Sweet, I have a
unreal. And
reason to see
she's
it.
so good, and she's so good at it.
But you don't see her titties.
I can't remember. I think you do.
Really? I feel like you would remember of other people.
No, I don't really remember if there's titties in it, but I'm assuming there are. I'm guessing there are. It wouldn't make that movie wouldn't make sense without titties.
Sweet.
It feels like a titty movie.
Yeah.
Then again, you go back, you look at James Toback movies. There's
Feels
not a
like
lot of
it's
titties in
so
that
it feels the movie feels kind of like a bag of sand.
Bag of sand. Dude, have you ever heard Jake Bird?
Jake Bird.
That's fucking on Jimmy Kimmel. This guy. Okay, so I thought this guy was just a freak. This is what they want. This is all a scam, apparently.
Is he a fucking goy?
No, yeah, I think so. He
Ugh.
shows up. I think he's an Italian guy.
I've always thought, like, the first time, because I think Rocky told me, because I've heard that term, and the first time I heard it, I thought it was, no, goy.
Oh.
It sounded like it was a mean word for Italians to me, but I think that's probably just because of Guinea.
No, it's just goy. It just means goy. It just means non-Jew.
No, I know, but to me, it sounds like and I'm saying maybe it's because of Guinea is that I think goy sounds like it would.
I've been trying to avoid altercations on Facebook, so I've been posting stuff and then not looking at the responses. So I'm just I think I'll post a picture of Adam Sandler, and just hashtag Oscars so goy.
You might get the whole world behind you.
I think so, but even though I think my page is private, so my stuff is unshareable, because people post stuff on there going, like, why can't I share this? But I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Jake Bird is a writer
That's why you can't. Okay, that makes sense.
from Mad Magazine,
Right.
and then he ended up getting hired by Jimmy Kimmel for the Man Show, and then he just follows Jimmy Kimmel around. But he does this thing on, I've been watching these clips on fucking YouTube, they're fucking amazing. He started off just as a guy who was standing like at a Michael Jackson trial. And they were all Michael Jackson supporters, and he was just standing in a crowd of Michael Jackson supporters, and and Jimmy Kimmel was just interviewing everybody, and Kimmel set this up, but I didn't know. I would never have known if I didn't Google this guy, because I thought this guy was so funny he had to have stand-up. But then it says American writer and stuff, and I was like, oh, motherfucker, I got scammed. And he's sitting there in this crowd, and then they finally get around to asking him something, and he's just patiently waiting with this hat and all this shit, and he's like, Michael Jackson's given a lot of gifts to America, and America's going to find out they can't return those gifts, not without a receipt. They might be able to get store credit, or maybe a gift card. He's basically saying that they should just let him molest anybody he wants to. And he goes to Lindsay Lohan. He went to Lindsay Lohan's trial, Paris Hilton's trial. He just goes to all these celebrity trials, and now he just goes to like political rallies, like Trump rallies. He's got a hat that says DTF, but it says Donald Trump forever.
That's funny as fuck. Have you seen the
But this is
the video of Eric Andre at the RNC?
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
Oh, he runs into Alex Jones too. Jake Bird runs into Alex Jones too. I know. I remember when he tries to give his hotel key to Alex Jones and says, "Well, you want to have sex with my wife?"
Yeah, I just like at one point he goes,
cucks.
why does my pee come out yellow?
Yeah, he makes a pee joke. He was talking about he went to the Flat Earth Society and he's like science tells you all sorts of lies. Like you can't like drink your urine. Like, you can drink your urine, but the urine that comes out of your urine, you can't drink that. But wouldn't that second urine, be more sterile than the first urine? Here's the thing. This is what they do now, is he has a camera. And so Jimmy Kimmel is with ABC. So
Right.
ABC will be at a Flat Earth convention and interviewing somebody, right? And asking them questions. And then, boom, it's like, so you're being interviewed, and he just goes like this. This is hilarious.
He just
This is great.
He just pushes him over and buds in.
I'm with this guy here, and you know what else? It just does
That's
that.
sick,
It's
dude.
so. I mean, he'll be sitting there talking, answering questions, and then boom, he just pops up, and it's the funniest fucking shit, dude. That's like the funniest thing I've seen in a while. I've been addicted to those, but
sounds
there's
like
only
him
like a
and-
handful of them.
Sounds like him and Eric Andre should team up.
Yeah, this guy's fucking funny as fucking hell.
Did you ever see the Eric Andre bit where he dresses up like a knight in like full like armor and goes to a Mensa convention?
Oh, no.
Like he just
I
goes
thought you were going to
around-
say in a subway.
No, he's at a Mensa like meeting or whatever, and he just like walks up and he's like, "Pop rocks, are they science or magic or some shit like voodoo or science?" And then he's like, "Hey, be honest with me, who's the dumbest guy in Mensa?" And then like they eventually get really mad at him and like physically like grab him and push him out of it. And they all just
Really?
seem like animals, yeah. And he's like, "That's how you get kicked out of a Mensa
Dude.
meeting."
Fucking Asia Carrera was a member of Mensa. She was a porn star from like,
How do
the
you
90s.
even go upon joining Mensa?
I think you could probably go online and take a test.
Oh, that's all it is?
Pretty much.
I thought it was
You
like
should try it. That'd be
Oh,
cool if
some-
we made it.
some Freemason shit.
Even if we made it, that'd be fucking dope. When
You
we were
think? You
geniuses.
think I could?
I don't know. Who the fuck? I mean, these fucking
pretty
intelligence
smart.
tests are so fucking random.
Yeah.
Look at the guy from Google. They
Look
got
at
angry
Elon,
about
dude.
girls. Yeah, look at that fucking nerd.
He's a
How the
loony.
fuck did he score that fucking chick?
I don't know.
How did she let him put sperm in her body?
She let him bust up in her, dude. It's
Oh,
weird.
God,
Fucking
that's
Grimes.
So weird, Grimes. That's fucking grimy.
Good one.
Speaking of gross bitches with bad taste in men,
Paul's new girlfriend.
Judge Judy endorsed fucking Bloomberg. Hey, you don't stick around with you don't dig into politics too much. So there's probably a few characters you don't know. I should send you clips.
Bloomberg is the mayor of New York, right?
Yeah.
Is that who that is? Right.
Yeah.
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 I know who that is. He's a Democrat, correct? Or is he?
I don't know what he
Okay.
he likes to call himself an independent. He's really a
Okay.
Republican. Here's the
Okay.
thing, his whole point of his fucking campaign, he hasn't gone on the debates at all. His entire point of his campaign is he's gearing up to do a third party candidate to try to stop Bernie from winning, and try to get Trump reelected.
That makes sense.
Judge Judy's a fucking
Isn't that what
twat.
a lot of the third parties, like, kind of know that the independent parties rather, like, know that that's kind of what they're doing? Like,
They're delusional. They like to claim that's not what they're doing, but there's never been a candidate so blatantly doing that, like whose entire
Isn't there
purpose is
some,
doing
like-
that, because he's calling himself a Democrat, but he's
Right.
not actually. But he's not in any of the debates. And he's
Yeah.
not officially a Democrat.
And isn't he, like, just super rich?
Yeah, because he doesn't want to pay taxes, so he's
Yeah.
trying to stop
And he,
Bernie from winning.
yeah, I know he's got a pretty dope campaign going, but that's just because he's got hella bread.
Dude, all he's got is fucking Judy. All he's got is Judge Judy, and they're gonna give him a Super Bowl ad. That's it.
Judge Judy was like, "I got a New York accent. I can fuck with this guy." All right, I gotta throw my shit in the dryer.
All right.